Hello, 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 my people. What's happening? You know what it is. SW Live. And I'm on location tonight. I am out and about because I wanted to step out and, be out in the world. I like to do that every now and again. And so you're going to hear some loudness in the background. It's an old man that is wasted and he's going to have his banter continuing. So, how everybody doing? Happy motherfucking Wednesday. It's already it's already been a busy week, y'all. I mean busy. Like if you work um every single day like for somebody else, it's always extra stuff that you're doing when you work for somebody else. It's never just let me go in and do one or two things. It's gonna be extra every time. Trust me. Extra every time. But how y'all doing though? Happy Wednesday. I'm very, very excited to be here with y'all today. I always am. Um, every time I do the show with the microphone on, I'm always nervous to know if it's on. So I'm asking, do you hear me loud and clear? Giving am I giving off good volume? But happy Wednesday, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. This past weekend, we hung out really, really well, right? We know that. But we also, when you're doing that, you get to connect with people and see people that you haven't seen in a while. So I'm walking through and I'm trying to put faces with names with a lot of people. And y'all, I be lost. I really do be lost. I do not remember half of the people's faces no more um, unless they tell me their name. And I was like, damn, is it because we getting older or is it because people just looking different? But nonetheless, we had a really good time. We hung out well, and it's always good to get out and go and be with other people. Sometimes, especially like because most time when you hang out, it might be an intimate setting or intimate. You're not out and about in bigger crowds. So when you go out and do that, and it's a good camaraderie and people getting along well, and it's just a good feeling and a good vibe. You enjoy it. You keep it up. But like I said, we are on site at a restaurant lounge tonight to do the show because I wanted to be out and about when we talk about this topic and respect or love. And the reason why that is the topic is because people get the two of them confused. They take them for the same thing. I feel like it's a piece of coal or something in my eye. They take them for the same things, and they neglect. Hey, Joe. Hey, how you doing, Joe? Joe, it's your birthday. Oh, no, it's not. I already said happy birthday. Your birthday passed already. I be listen. I be feeling like I be forgetting things and I be missing out on things. Hey, Joe, you gotta come on, Joe. You want to do the relationship show again? I need another single person. You ready to bring some more of your skills to the big screen, or because we're single until we're married, right? But as the world says, single. So if you want to come on out, do that, do that, do that. It's your mom friend. Oh yeah, you go. Okay, well, oh, um, this one, the one that we're doing, the one that's next Wednesday though, is not the full relationships and show like that. It's going to be a conversation about black men and black women, and I wanted a single person, married, two singles, two marrieds, because I want to have the conversation from those perspectives on why we have so much bitterness, why we are in so much competition, and the strategies that we could talk through to get through to make it um, to the resolve. So it's next Wednesday live though. So will you be available then? I swear to God, I got this piece of cold in my eye, y'all. Hold on. I see you say down, so you available next Wednesday, 6:30 to 8. It's gonna be 6:30 to 8. live. You're gonna be, you can, be at home. It's gonna be a virtual show, but I just want to make sure that you can do it because you always bring that good shit. So come if you're available during that time, let me know though, and I definitely get with you. We're gonna have a Zoom call the weekend this weekend. Okay, you good? Yeah. All right. So I have my single person. There we go. So let me drop this quote of the day, y'all. It's a pretty long quote. It's a pretty long quote. And it actually cut it off a little bit, but it says respect comes before love. Someone can love you and never respect you. A person can do the worst thing to you and still love you, but never respect you. Respect is an honor. So if they don't honor you, that love means nothing. Um, ooh. Now, sometimes I agree with the whole quote. Thank you, thank you. Sometimes I actually agree with the whole quote. This one time I agree with the majority of the quote, but I do not think that but if they I do not agree with the last line where it says if they don't honor you, that love means nothing. Um, I don't think that I think that respect is given should be given to even depending on your walk of life and your cycle of life to anybody. Respect should be due to anybody. So I'm one of those people who believe that unless unless a person mm, if you're on the level of no respect where a person you have no, like don't have respect for someone, that's I think you don't love them. So to me personally, like respect if respect is honor, then honor has a whole lot to do with love, right? So you honor those that you love. So why would I sincerely say that I can love you and not respect you? In a situation as such. But that's just my opinion. I do think it's possible. I just think that it's impossible for me to deal with people that I have um, no love for. Because even my family, you know what I'm saying, I got some type of respect for you. You know what I'm saying? Even if we're just supposed to love y'all, I still got respect for you. So, I just think that we just gotta there's a variance. Um, don't do that. Don't you do that, T. So you do have to be able to decipher between the two because I I want respect more than love. But when it comes to the people who I choose to be in my life, I choose you to be in my life not for the reason that I only respect you. It is because I do love you. All right. Yeah, I got me a bee's knees. Refreshing. um, so yeah, that's what we're gonna jump in today. We're gonna have a conversation about love and respect, and the thank you, and the ultimate difference in between the two. And we're gonna talk about the ultimate difference in between the two first. All right. Um, Respect is essential for the relationship to work. Any relationship, platonic or not. Love without respect is dangerous. It can crush the other person, sometimes literally. To respect is to understand that the other person is you, not just an extension of you, not a reflection of you, not your toy, not your pet, not your product, but you. And if you focus on respect in that manner alone, that I'm dealing with somebody who I value as I do myself, that'll at least give you the opportunity to know that you will not try to do anything to devalue this person. You will not. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always try to make sure that they're uplifted. You're gonna always try to do what you're supposed to do for them. You're gonna always try to stand in the pain how you're supposed to. You give incredible um, respect and love to a person of that esteem, right? Both respect and love are important in any relationship, but they are not interchangeable. Respect is the foundation of a healthy relationship, and it is an essential treat. It is essential to treat your partner, friend, or anyone with dignity and consideration whom you respect. It involves recognizing your partner's worth, listening to their opinions, and valuing their feelings and needs. Y'all, that's huge. That is huge. If you're going to be dealing with someone, you have to value them. If you're going to be saying that you're in love with someone, that you respect them, you want to be in a ongoing relationship with them, you have to value them. Why would you have someone in your life that you have zero value for? That's absolutely fucking ridiculous, right? Why would you have somebody in your life that you have zero value for? Respect has value, respect has honor, respect has meaning, respect has trust. There are things that are going to always be there that you will respect. Love doesn't give you trust, value, honor, and all of those things. Love doesn't give you that. Respect gives you that. You like my mic, E? It worked good. It worked good. Um, respect doesn't. Love doesn't give you that. Honor, respect, and honor does. So you have those are things that people give to you because they value you. If someone says you have my respect, trust, and believe, it's because you've done or said something that has made them feel that way. Trust and believe. They're not just saying it. They're not just saying it. Trust me. Okay. So we're gonna um, we're gonna dive a little deeper into the respect versus love because I think a lot of people really do like intertangle the two. I'm telling you, I've talked to people that have said hey girl, how you doing, girl? And this is for real. Like me and my people joke about this type of stuff all the time, but on a real basis, I've heard people actually say, well, if he don't respect you, he don't love you, or if he don't love you, he don't respect you, and there's truth in that. There's truth in that. Y'all know that, though, right? We say, and we don't, and we can say if we do know it or not, because a lot of times we do think that respect and love carry the same weight, and they do not. They just have that theme. They have their own je ne sais quoi. What's up, baby? How you doing, boo? They have their own je ne sais quoi. They do not. They do not. You have to respect is going to outweigh love on every level because when you're dealing with someone, um, and this is not just opinion based anymore in my mind because I'm thinking if I'm if they use it in the dictionary as a way to describe it, they obviously feel like that's what it means, right? That's um, their definition of it. But to respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Any healthy relationship. What's going on, Kels, my boy? How are we? Love, on the other hand, is an intense feeling of affection and attachment towards someone. It is a powerful emotion that can bring people together and create a deep bond. Does respect have to bring a bond? Does respect have to bring emotion? Does respect have to do any of those things? No. Respect has nothing to do with emotion. It has nothing to do with creating attachments. Respect is an essential trait, an essential part of dignity and consideration. It involves recognizing your partner's worth, listening to their opinions, and valuing their feelings. Valuing. It doesn't create emotion. It values it. So if you are thinking that a person saying they love you means more than a person saying I love you and respect you, it's a little bit off, because you don't want a person just dealing with you out of love. You can't be wanting to deal with somebody out of just straight love. Not that you're in a relationship with. Now, friendships and things like that, you can have whatever type of friendships you want to have. D, what's happening? Good evening, world. I love you all so much. We love you too, D. Thank you for tuning in. I hope all is well. Um, it's a powerful love is a very powerful emotion that can bring people together and create a deep bond. The bond that is created within love is not the only thing you want to hear when someone tells you how much they love you. You don't want to just hear "I love you." You want to hear. I mean, not saying that you gotta hear, oh, every time that man tell you he love you, he gotta say I respect and love you at all the time. No, because at this moment that he's sharing his feelings with you, he may just be sharing the feelings of love. So don't take it. Don't be so deep about it. All right. So let's start talking about some of the things that let you know that you are developing respect for someone if you haven't already got it. To develop it, I mean, while working through the the idea of developing respect for that person, because these are things that's going to let you know that you do have respect for that person. Because if you can do it, if you can do these things and it's not making you feel like it's taken away from you or harming you, then you really really value and respect that person. Okay. Being observant, you got to try to take note of the unique ways your partner behaves and their individual accomplishments in the world. You do have to take note of that. You do have to say, you're doing well. You do have to pay attention to the things they have going on. Being observant, paying attention to what makes them who they are can help you rediscover your respect. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even more and more, the more you see that person being in themselves and being in their element, doing what they do, the more you're going to respect them, the more you're going to value them, the more you're going to want them around. Okay? Appreciate your partner. Appreciate your partner. You may have a mental image of who you expect your perfect partner to be. This is why you have zero expectations. You may have a mental image of what you expect your perfect partner to be, but focusing on that idea may not help you build love and respect for your partner. So try to appreciate your partner and accept them for who they are instead of wishing for them to be different. And it's a lot of times y'all don't want to do that now. Y'all be sit right here and put in your mind that this man do this man gonna do that. My idea of a perfect man is this. My idea of a real man is that. And then when you get in a relationship with someone and you start seeing how they move and how they shake and show, you be like, this ain't. I don't like none of this shit. Or this is way more than I expected. You know what I'm saying? So it could be either or, but you have to be appreciate your partner for the person that they are instead of sitting up there thinking like I want it different, I want it more, I wanted this, I wanted that. Appreciate them for who they are, because at some point they can change or you can change, and then if you because of the lack of respect that you're showing them, they tend to lose respect for you as well. And now y'all in a respectless relationship, which is going to end up turning into a loveless relationship, because things become toxic. So while love is important, it can be fleeting, and it is not enough to sustain a relationship on its own. Without respect, love can quickly turn into resentment, and the relationship can become toxic. It is crucial to prioritize respect in any form in your relationship. Respect creates a safe space for all to thrive in. Without respect, ain't shit going on. Believe it or not, I don't know how many times somebody have to show you what that they value themselves. When people walk away and say, you know what, I ain't fucking with you no more, it's because they chose them. In most cases, especially if they already done told you what you falling short on and how you not doing this. So, yeah, you gotta make sure you appreciate your partner for who they are. All right, communicate respect. Your idea of communication may very much so differ or not be anywhere near what they think is the value of communication. So y'all talk, okay? Communicate your respect by telling your partner how you feel, respecting your partner's feelings, committing to healthy behaviors, healthy fucking behaviors. Now let's sit right here for a second because this is huge right here. That's huge. The author of this said you have to commit to healthy behaviors. So your responses have to be healthier. How you talk to people has to be healthier. The the times you decide that you're gonna come home has to be healthier. Like the value in the commitment that you have in relationships, it is supposed to change overall from how you were when you were single, even how you were when you were in the other relationship. Because some people are going to need different things in their relationship with you. So you have to definitely know what you're learning from your partner and how to respond. It's so easy to get caught up in thinking that, oh, I just thought that she would like this. Did you ask? Well, I just thought that he would want to go here. Did you ask? Did you pay attention enough to know what your partner need or don't need? Are you committing to healthy behaviors, or are you just passing on and doing things that you're used to doing or that you've seen other people doing? When you're focused on learning who you're dealing with, that's why I say respect is more important, because when you're respecting someone, you focus, you tune the fuck in, you learn them, you put every aspect into trying to make who this person. You want to learn everything about this person, because anytime something may happen to you and they don't know everything about you, it's going to be an issue if something health wise happen, something life wise happen. So all the lying in the relationship, not being yourself, putting on for show, all that shit will falter when it boils down to it. Because if a person cannot learn the real you, there's no value, there's no respect. So you have to make sure you are communicating and committing to healthy behaviors. Your actions need to be healthy. How you talk need to be healthy. Dog, I done been in relationships, bro, and everyone in the relationships end up where I gotta end up raising my voice because I'm no longer feeling heard, or like think you because you hollering at me like I'm a child. So I ain't gonna stand there and take you hollering at me like I'm a child. This is the first relationship in my whole fucking life that I've never had to raise my voice in. I've never had to even talk loud. Bro, this is the most when I got healed and healthy myself, I knew exactly what I desired and what I deserved, bro. Like community. That's why I said this one right here is big. Committing to healthy behaviors, how you respond, how you walk, how you look, how you talk, all that matters when you're dealing with your person. It all matters. So if you sit up there and you giving half-ass shit, you're gonna get half-ass shit in return at some point, because people get tired now. People get tired of being A1 to you and you being D minus to them. So I'm telling you, you gotta make sure that you are giving it what it's supposed to have. You gotta do that shit. I'm good. So thank you so much. You have to be the person that's committing to those changes. Communicating respect happens way more than when you open up your mouth to talk. Your actions are communication. How you respond, body language, in every way is a part of communication. All that matters, y'all. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm gonna get off of that right there. And expressing, you are committing to healthy behaviors and expressing their love language when possible. So make sure you focus in on that too. People's love languages are different from yours. Don't just hear, but really listen to what your partner has to say. Spending time to talk to one another, learning each other's ideas and opinions, and showing interest in friends and family can help you understand the whole person and building a lasting relationship. All true things. All true things. Okay. Um, don't don't fall short on learning how to communicate. Don't fall short on paying attention to their body language, you showing yours, all that matters. And be honest and truthful with your people. If you got something you want to talk about it. You just know your approach, because you know what you're dealing with, you know who you're dealing with, know your approach. You got to know your approach. Okay. The next one, treat your partner as valuable. Accept the tangible value your partner brings to your life as well as who they are aside from their accomplishments. Let them know that you respect them on a daily basis with words of affirmation, even when they aren't doing anything for you. And that's very important. You don't always have to you don't just have to show appreciation when you got a gift. You don't have to say thank you for being who you are just because you got something. You can do that regularly. You can do that regularly. You can do that so regular that every time they make you smile, you can smile back. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, but that's up to you. That's truly and thoroughly up to you on how you proceed with that because how you're feeling, how you're feeling that day is also going to be very, very tangible to how you express yourself. So, but just make sure it's okay that you're doing it regularly, because you should be receiving it regularly. If you're doing the things you're giving, you're going to definitely receive those things that you're giving. All right, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with um, just in the middle of the day, just saying, I appreciate you doing this, or I thank you for doing that. You know, a little bit goes a long way. And bad attitudes really just run on, don't really just run on the side of females. Men have bad attitudes too. But a lot of the bad attitudes that we experience in a lot of these relationships come from the women side where they're being very, very responsive with their attitudes because of what they've been shown that day or how somebody's treated them. So their partner has done this, so they respond by doing this. And those are things that you want to learn how to change up because you know that everybody knows that it's better to catch bees with honey than shit, right? So, with that being said, you have to make sure that you are giving enough of your sweet side just as well because men like to see women be women. All that hardcore talking every time he say something to you or you say something to him, y'all got like deep voices and shit. Man, that's scary. You don't want to date Tyrone. Nobody wants to date Tyrone now. Not if they Marcus. All right. Choose respectful actions. Showing your respect for your partner may look like refusing to attack them physically or verbally, making time for them or honoring their individual choices. Choosing behaviors that show respect can help your partner feel safe and loved. So honoring them, um, like they said, can happen by how you respond. Like I said earlier. So if you're not, if y'all are people that normally fight, like argue, fight, and you respond differently this time instead of fighting, does that change the mood? It's supposed to. It's supposed to change the mood, but will it change y'all mood, or will it have them questioning who the fuck y'all is? Like, cause you being different. So because you being different, they might think that something up, or you trying to get something about them for the other situation or anything because it's not like you. So you got to start doing things so your man know that's you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a man for 25 years and that man still hate your fucking guts. For real. Because you mean this fuck. You can be the world's sexiest female, but nasty is attitude, and we know that. We know this for sure. We know these are how these things tend to go. They have really good men with really good attitudes, but they're bitches. Or you have a man that's one of the biggest sluts in America, um, but got a good wife at the house. So it's just depending on certain people's situations. But make sure your situation work for you though. Make sure that you know that how you move in your situation is going to be beneficial for your situation. Get up in the morning when you go and get that goddamn tea or whatever you doing for yourself. Make sure you asking your partner, are they good? It's so many different ways that you can show respect and care because you're thinking of them while you're thinking of yourself. Remember when I said respect is something that you do to people. You treat somebody with respect when you mirror your actions toward yourself. So if you treat yourself good, you're going to treat that person good. You mirror your actions toward your partner when you respect them. You don't have to think about not one time trying to shit on them or get over on them. That's not even an option because you respect them. Dead ass. Dead ass. All right? Um, how relationships can impact your mental health. If you don't have a good relationship, bitch, you at some point you're gonna need therapy. All right. Relationships and mental health are often intricately intertwined because positive relationships may reduce stress and symptoms of a depression like loneliness or isolation. So having a good, strong relationship gives you the opportunity to be less lonely, to be less uh, um, in a bad situation, to be less isolated, to be less inclined to want to not be a part of this unit, this part, this side. That's what the respect of your mental health in when you're in a healthy relationship. Healthy relationships matter, dog. And I've since, and to be perfectly honest, I've seen so many healthy relationships in my life. And I began to think that was normal. So when you step into relationships and you see people going through negative things, you be like, why the fuck they going through that? Or why they doing this? Why they doing that? How they certain things you going through because you dealing with a toxic person because you love things about them, but you don't love everything about them. But you love certain things about them that allows you to want to deal with them more than you should. You understand what I'm saying? And then and then um and then when you realize what type of relationship you should be in versus that type of relationship, you start to lean more toward that. You start to want to have something that's less inclined to have you feeling like you still alone, like you still by yourself. Those are possible things, but you have to be willing to put in the work. The work is there. You have to know, like, in all seriousness, guys, healthy relationships and healthy situations that you are dealing with are already built on respect if you're in a respectful situation. If a person is doing if a person is doing real shit for you, like making you like allowing you to be free, allowing you to be yourself, allowing you to be able to open up, allowing you to be able to give grace, allowing you to be able to accept freedom, all of those good things. We love, I love you too, my dear. How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. Um, when you feel that type of love and freedom, that means that a person you've given the respect that that person needs. You've made that person comfortable enough to let you be, so they can put themselves to the side enough to pay attention to you. That's how big respect is. That's how big respect is. Respect so big, bro. It's so big. It's nothing. It's nothing more valuable than respect. It's nothing. You can have the love of your life in your life, but if they start to degrade how they treat you and what you see as your own value, do what Joe said. Now hit that like button, y'all. And you start degrading your own value. Hit that like button. Are you really, really respecting yourself? Are you really, really valued? Are you really, really being giving honor to who you are? Yeah. One of I and that's why I go back to that the behavior thing. You're changing behavior. You're changing your responses, bro. It ain't nothing like a healed person understanding that how they respond is based upon how they feel. It ain't just it's not just because I feel like I gotta respond to you like this because this how you talking to me. No, your responses literally sometimes come from here. What you're actually who you are now. This is what you've become because of this toxic situation. So now every time you respond to something, you respond from anger. from hurt, from isolation, instead of responding from some real, honest, respectful shit. You responding from anger. You don't need that. You don't have. And if that's what, if somebody makes you go to that, to where you have to respond in anger, in trying to make them sad or make them hurt and feel how you feel because of what they're doing to you, leave that situation. That's not, ain't nothing about that respectful. Ain't nothing about that situation something you should be a part of, bro. Like, in all honesty, bro, if you sit up here dealing with anything that is devaluing you or hurting you, or is telling you that nothing about you is great unless this, but then they turn around trying to fuck your brains out, exit. We was talking about enough is enough last week, and a lot of those things come around from, it stems from respect and love. You can tell me that you love me, but you showing me in every aspect that you devalue me. You showing me every single day that you devalue me, and I'm saying, so I'm devaluing me. A change in behavior is respect. What you demand, how somebody treats you, is respect. If you say I don't like that and they still do it, baby, they don't respect you. They don't respect you. You ain't gonna be able to change that. Bingo, bingo. And love has always been an action word. That's why when people say I love you, I love you, I love you gotta have a whole lot of action and pull up game behind that. When you use words like that, especially with me, you're not gonna be able to just tell me you love me, baby, unless you just a stranger on the street. You just, I love you, because you hollering out, because you said feeling that way, because you drunk and feeling a certain type of way. But a person that I know that's in my life and they tell me they love me, they got action behind that. It carried weight, baby. I'm telling you. So that love word carried a whole lot. That's why I said in the beginning of the show, if a person tells you they love you, and the first time you ever hear from somebody that they love you, and it's because of what you bring and what you're doing, it better come with some respect behind it. Because before a person is going to just love you, it's a reason for that love. They showing you something. They showing you don't show them something that make them respect you enough to tell you that they love you. You've done it. You've done it. So never ever feel like the value of respect is more than is less than love. Never ever feel that way. If you start questioning how somebody treating you and why they treating you the way they, the respect is dwindling. The respect is dwindling, because if they're not giving you that same attention and desire that you deserve, because you know that you deserve respect, you know you deserve it, but they changing up on you. A lot of times they changing up on you because of some outside shit. Most times it's some outside shit that's making them change up. Understand what I'm saying? So if you're not getting that value that you once were getting from these people who are telling you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I respect you, I need you. If that starts to wonder, you know what's going on. All right. So make sure, again, you're doing those 6 key things. You're being observant to your partner. You're appreciating your partner. You're communicating respect with your partner. And again, in that part alone, healthy behaviors are going to always win. All right. You're treating your partner as valuable. You're choosing respectful actions, and you know how this relationship is impacting your mental health. And if it's a negative impact, that's not the right relationship. We're not doing, listen, I know the majority of the people who watch my show are my peers. So, people my age. So, if you're in some type of situation and you're just dealing with some shit because you just want to be there, we're not doing that no more. We're not doing that. Oh, my mic right here. We're not doing that anymore. Because you deserve more than that. So that means even if you have to do it alone, you're going to do it alone. But you're not going to sit up here and allow somebody else to do it, to take away like all the things that you're supposed to be doing for yourself, the things you're supposed to be bringing to yourself. All that shit's supposed to be strong in every aspect. So yes, that's the difference between respect and love. If you ain't get no respect from a person, then more than likely they don't love you. And if they do love you and they ain't give you no respect, that's because you and their family, you their bloodline. Ain't nobody just dealing with nobody and they tell them they love them and they love them and they love them, but they ain't got no respect. That's the real deal shit. Now I'm just gonna be honest with you. It might not be something you want to hear, but this is just real. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Happy Wednesday. I appreciate y'all like always. Y'all have been a great audience. We got our last single person, Joe. Joe gonna be tuning in with us next Wednesday, along with some other ladies, a married lady, two married ladies, and two single people. Next freaking Wednesday, live on the show. All right, y'all. I will see y'all then. Y'all have a great evening. Peace.